We are excited to bring you the 17th annual NAIOP Colorado Rocky Mountain Real Estate Challenge, hosted by Land Title Guarantee. Our 2019 project sponsor is the Conscious Bay Company, and their site is the Denver Shops at the intersection of I-25 and I-70.
The Conscious Bay Company is a real estate firm, development and ownership of commercial properties to the ownership and management of agricultural properties on the western slope.
And we try to bring social responsibility, sustainability, and other community benefits to all of our projects. The site is 40 acres, just about 2 miles from downtown Denver, and it's at the intersection of I-25 and I-70. So from a transportation perspective, it's very central. From a proximity perspective, it's very close to downtown, and at 40 acres, it provides a lot of scale where you can have a lot of density of buildings. It could attract large employers into the future.
Its location is what's brought it its current success, and its location is what will make it most valuable to not only the city of Denver but the community of Globeville. 40 acres with hundreds of thousands of cars driving by on any given day. That specific amount of land is got to be the single largest piece in Globeville, and it would be one of the larger privately owned developable sites in Denver, and certainly in Northwest Denver. We're all interested in seeing is a use and uses that benefit the community, are successful for Denver, but make use of the quality of the original structures and the proximity of the site to other areas that have recently been improved.
The best kinds of redevelopments and that you see are developments that incorporate the old and the new and have large buildings and small buildings and have those contrasts that give it a sense of place that otherwise, when you're building from scratch without those elements in place, are really hard to achieve.
I'm really excited to see some of the big ideas that the students have come up with, and I hope that we can latch on to some of those and incorporate them into our long-term plans for the site.
This program kicked off in January at the project site with a tour for all the students and the jury that will be making the decision of who our winner is tonight. Then the students spent the next 3 months digging in and working through their development plans to present at the internal competitions that happened in April. From these internal competitions, a winner from each university was chosen who will be presenting here to you tonight. These teams are competing for the coveted NAIOP Cup.
Well, I think the biggest challenge they're actually going to face is how to deal with the transportation infrastructure to service the site if it in fact brings more people there, and if you're going to attempt to multiply the value of the site, you're going to have to create transportation solutions that both the state and Denver are excited about and want to participate in.
I think a 40-acre development project would be challenging whether it's in a greenfield situation or a brownfield situation, and so you surround it with train tracks and industrial users and highways and other existing properties. It's a pretty big challenge. So for the students to have to learn about this in January and present a finished development plan in April and May is really a tough timeline.
This is the capstone class for our real estate students, both our MBAs as well as our Master of Science students. I think the biggest challenge for the students in this project is weighing the differences between what they're hearing from a lot of the professionals, the direction they should go, and trying to come up with creative ideas and come up with something new and different. From the students' perspective, the greatest thing for them is being able to meet all the folks that NAIOP puts them in touch with. The whole myriad of people that we need to meet with to do a development. What I enjoy most is the enthusiasm that they have. I'm constantly surprised at ideas that they can bring to the table. I'm looking for the future in real estate, and so it's fun to see that future in these students.
I think that the challenge is really important for our students at DU because it gives them a real-world opportunity to connect with all the major players in the industry and apply that to a real-world project. Every project in the Rocky Mountain Real Estate Challenge has a lot of aspects to it, and I think this one is no exception. I think my favorite thing working in the process has been to watch the teams come together and really go from expanding their creative ideas and then reining it back in with real-world data and talking with professionals to rein in what's actually possible in the real world.
I think that DU is better positioned to win the challenge because we are a challenge-driven education program. We are learn by doing, hands-on, real life, real scenario, real solutions kind of a program.
I think all MBA programs can bring in and teach students the technical aspects of real estate as well as some of marketing and finance, etc. CU does a great job at that. I think where we take the extra step are the added values that we bring. It's the experiences that the students can have. It's bringing a real creative way to solve problems. And that's one of the things that we really try and encourage here at the real estate program and at CU is coming up with not just here's the technical aspects of it, but here are the creative ways to fix problems that'll be something great into the future.